with each passing day, more and more people are getting into tier 3, and that's awesome to see. If you're not here yet, that's okay. You'll eventually get here. The game will get you here on its own, so don't worry too much. But for those that are here, and to those that are not here but interested to know what happens with each breakpoint, I'm just going to talk about those breakpoints, especially 1370, as well as what I am doing with my account in NA. Now, my main thanks to my viewers, we were able to hit 1370. I think from 1360 to 1370, it took about 50 to 70,000 gold. And I think
That smells good.
yeah, it does smell good, but it did require some luck. I did get pretty lucky. After hitting 1370, I was able to do the Abyss Dungeon on hard mode. And in case you didn't know, once you guys get here, you can only do normal or hard per week. You get locked. You have to choose one or the other. So we did the Abyss Dungeons on hard, and we were able to get these Orea, whatever, I can't pronounce that, but we got those. And with that currency, we were able to craft, I'll show you guys in a bit, these set pieces. Now, we don't have this in Korea. We don't have chosen set piece, so it decreases the spacebar by 10%, and it gives you a damage buff. Pretty simple. So we did this at flat 1370. We didn't overgear it or anything. It was not that hard compared to normal. But after doing so, we were rewarded with the ability stones, legendary ones, as well as these accessories. And these accessories had the class engravings on them. So as you can see, I have remaining energy +3. That's why I was able to max out remaining energy with only +3 here. Now I'm going to tinker that around and get 3 rows of engravings eventually, as I discussed in the previous video. But some of these accessories rolled really, really well, and I was able to sell one right here. I was able to sell one at 80,000. This one right here, Specialization Master of Ambush, Surge. As I discussed in the previous video, some people they want the best stuff right now, and they're paying the price for it. And I sold a rock as well right here, Grudge Hitmaster for 30k. So I have a lot. I only sold half of them. So basically what I'm saying is, with the luck that I had, I was able to make back all the gold that I spent getting to 1370 from 1360 and even from 1350. So I was able to get all the gold back and had enough to pretty much gear another character into tier 3 from tier 2. So I crafted these, and you can also disenchant it and recraft it if you don't like the quality. It's not really a big deal. Don't waste too much of your gold here. Ugh. I did get 95. I did it for content, but it took a while. The quality increases the bonus effect, which is the additional damage, 14.51. I mean, it's nice, but it's not needed to clear 1370 and onwards content. Okay? So don't go too crazy there. So as I was saying, I'll get the rest of the currency from Abyss Dungeon. I'll do it on hard at the reset, and I'll get the rest of the pieces, and that'll get me to +6. Because once you get the legendary gear and you transfer the epic or blue gear from +15, it goes down to +6. Now the item level stays the same. However, the number after the plus changes. And in this game, we have that system. It's going to repeat itself later on. What that does is increases your honing rate. So from +14 to 15, it was 10% honing rate. But at 6, it goes back up to 60%. Now, as it goes up from 6 to 7 to 8 to 9, it's going to get worse and worse. And you guys were asking about the leap stones. You're starting to get these bad boys right here, Greater Honor leap stones. So these are used from 1370 onwards to upgrade our legendary gear right here. So my goal is 1385 next week. I could push this week, but it's just too expensive right now. It'll be way cheaper just to wait for the legendary pieces, because they'll be +6, and then I could just upgrade them a couple times and I'll get 1385 that way, with the 60% chance to upgrade. Do a couple taps and get to an average of 1385 item level, and then I'm gonna go into my Stronghold, and I'm gonna get the research that helps my subsequent characters, just like in tier 1 and tier 2. I'm gonna get the research that helps my ults in tier 3, and that is when I'm going to start pushing my other characters. That's the game plan for me. Oh my god, with the Lai. But that's when I'm going to start pushing my 1310 Blade and Scrapper to 1325 initially. And then I'm going to get the epic gear on them from the Chaos Dungeons. And then I'm going to push to 1340 eventually. So I have access to Erection. Before I go to the Guardian Raid billboard, I want to show you guys this gear right here. This is from the Abyss Dungeon on normal mode. You get these Sunset Scales. Now, you could craft these, but the set bonus is meh. You don't really need the set bonus to clear the hard mode. What people are doing instead of crafting these, if you did, it's not the end of the world at all. But with this Sunset Scale, they take it over to the vendor over here in Punica. And then they're buying accessories, and with these accessories they're getting their class engravings, other engravings that they need. Some people are selling them. I sold some of mine and made a lot of gold that way to push to 1370. But yeah, you could do that as well. Whatever you choose, at the end of the day you'll replace both of them relatively soon, so it's not a big deal. All my tier 3 characters are able to generate the same amount of silver right now from Lopang dailies. It doesn't really matter if you're 1310 or below or 1370 or below. The Lopang dailies give the same amount of silver. Now, as for the Chaos Dungeons from 1370, we stop getting gear. We start getting tripods. And if you get decent tripods, you can sell these in the auction house. More on that later. Once more and more people are closer to 1370 item level, you can make a lot of gold here. But yes, you'll start getting the greater honor leap stones. And so passively with these mats, and with 3 characters at tier 3, I'm able to pump these resources. You could sell them. They are going down in price. So if you sold them, like, let's say 3 days ago, you can buy it back, I guess, today or tomorrow. And I guess, you know, fund your honing so that you can get to 1370. Or you could keep selling and waiting. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. But anyways, so after I get my main to 1385, I'm going to get these guys to 1310, 1325. And at 1340, I want to start doing Erection. I don't know why Erection is 1340 in NAU, but in Korea it's 1325. But anyways, I want to do Erection because I want to get more honor leap stones. Right now, I'm selling off all my honor leap stones. And Erection is going to give also more mats, weapon, and armor upgrade materials. So if I look at the leap stones, what I'm doing is selling these and then buying these. So instead of fusing 5 of these into one of these, it's better to sell them and then buy one of these. But yeah, I'm just selling off all my honor leap stones, and the bound ones I'm getting on my ults, I'm just gathering them for the push to 1325 and 1340, and then eventually to 1370 as well, because I want them doing Argos as well as Abyss Dungeons on hard, because they give gold as well. Now that's what I'm going to do because that's how I want to play, because I wanted to see what happens at 1370 plus so that I can make videos like these. But if you, now that you guys know, maybe you don't want to push to 1370, maybe you just want to make gold, making gold makes you happy, then just sell off your mats. But just be careful, because when they announce Argos, people that have been selling mats may start panic buying. If you look at the last 5 days for great honor leap stones, they're going up in value because more and more people are hitting 1370. And as more and more people get here, this will eventually drop, just like the honor leap stone as well as life and harmony. And for those upgrade chance materials, I use them on my weapon, because failing weapon hurts, because it requires more leap stones. And yeah, just about everything else is mad expensive. So that's what another one sold, I guess. Nice. So that's pretty much what I've done. I've got some of these from the Marie shop. I got a lot from Chaos Gates by doing the maps. Yeah, that's a high priority as well. So I got those, use it on my weapon. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. And eventually, once all my characters can do Orea well, even on normal, I think it's about 1500 gold passively just pumped into my account. So for those that hate playing the auction house, once you get your characters into tier 3 and you're able to do Oreha at 1325 and then 1340, 1370, you'll be able to passively, just by doing those Abyss dungeons, generate gold for every character that you have. And then once we have access to Argos, that's another way of getting gold guaranteed from just pretty much beating the PvE content. We'll be getting a lot of gold pumped into our pockets without using the auction house. The auction house will be a nice plus as well. So yeah, those are my plans. Let me know what you are doing, what you're up to. I would love to hear what you guys are doing with your accounts. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.